showtime.
BS&B Media, in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network.
Introducing the best in the world. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Best in the world podcast. Yes, we're talking wrestling.
We here, baby.
BITW. Let's go. I got Metal Watt in here. I am Dale. What's going on?
What's going on, Shaw? How y'all doing tonight? Like we said, STWF is gonna get on the wave with the wrestling shit. Been some delays, but we gonna get it popping.
Let's go. What's up, Chris? How's it going, man? We got a wrestling show going. That's right.
Yeah, so we've been had a wrestling show for months on board. Just is scheduling everybody makes it a tough task. But we're gonna try to schedule ourselves for every Thursday, whether it's a half an hour, 20 minutes. We're gonna give you some wrestling talk.
That's right. That's right. So we're gonna segment this thing to three different sections. We got indie wrestling, which is anything that's not AEW or WWE. We got WWE and we got AEW. We're gonna talk about it all here. So let's get started, man. You've been watching a lot of wrestling pretty much this week.
I was watching as much as I can. You know, definitely try to stay updated as much as I can. You know, I tell everybody, between March and like June is like nostalgia month. Where I kind of watch wrestling full in depth and as well watch throwback episodes.
Okay.
Shout out, I don't even know his name, but shout out to YouTube in general. I've been watching a YouTube guy that has like stories of like things that happened before an event. And there's certain like matches that he has, but it leaves storylines and build up to that matchup. So I was watching, for instance, The Rock versus Booker T at SummerSlam 2001, and the build up to that matchup. So it could be interviews, like matches, all that stuff build up to it. So I've been paying attention to a lot of that stuff. Like I said, I love wrestling, old school. Not more than new school, but I've been paying a lot more attention to it because there's definitely a lot of buzz out there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, let's get started with this thing, man. So we're gonna look first at the indie section here, man, and see what's going on with the indie wrestlers. But I was watching TNA. We all saw Jordan Grace come out during the Royal Rumble, get featured, which was awesome for TNA. But like maybe a week or two later, they announced they fired Scott D'Amore.
Yes, man. Hey, shout out to my man Dave out here.
You know, but like, how do you go fire a guy that's been like holding down TNA wrestling?
Say hi to the podcast. What's going on, man? Shout out to A in this first podcast. I told you we in the low location tonight. Absolutely. Jordan Grace. First off, shout out to her. I follow her on every streaming platform. Yes. Overall, I just like how she presents herself as a professional.
Right.
Number two, I hope that she stays in the same wave, meaning that you don't need when you're really dodging for the money, go for WWE. But I like the way she's doing it right now, you know, and I like the way the big time leagues are bringing the indie stars into light because you never got that before.
Right.
But you got Khan, who's a new guy that's gonna welcome anything, and now the WWE that doesn't have Vince McMahon. So hopefully Triple H or The Rock, whoever's running this shit right now, goes into that form because there's a lot of talent out there that you can necessarily not have to sign, but have them at events, special events, especially the events that both of these companies run.
Yeah, look, a good crossover is always going to get over with wrestling fans. So
I love Jordan Grace to death. I love what she puts on. Is a great talent. And people say in WWE is where you make the most of it, but you might fuck it up. I don't want her to fuck it up, so kind of stay in it. And people question why she was in the Royal Rumble and then still in TNA. Hey, it's what she wants to do now. And shout out to the ladies. It's Women's Month, so if a lady gets a choice to stay in both companies, I would advise you to stay in it.
Yeah, that's right. Look, it's the big platform for sure, man. So, and she looked great out there doing it too, man. So I can't wait for when it finally happens, because I just gotta believe, hey, WWE is interested, and once their contract is up, hey, big transition. So.
Yeah, WWE is definitely motivated. I feel like when they get rid of the the Shayna Baszlers in the world and the girls that kind of fit her persona in terms of like how diesel you are, I feel like she'll get in.
Okay.
But right now, I feel like she's doing the right thing by not pushing herself to just want to be WWE. You're in TNA still. Continue to do what you do there.
Right.
Actually, continue what you're doing on all circuits, because I actually just read something today. She's in a lot of indie circuits too in the next couple months. So it's good that she's still like, oh, I'm still doing my thing and want to entertain everybody.
Yep, that's right.
Not just one fan base.
That's right. So I don't know if you heard this, but Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, he debuted in TNA. And I want to say he's over in Japan right now, and he got some kind of one of those Japan titles over there. So he's out here doing his thing. There is no better seller in the business.
There's no better seller in the business. Shout out to Dolph as well, man. I mean, obviously the WWE ring was running out.
Yeah.
It's obviously, I'm gonna be real with you. It's obviously him or the Miz. Which one are you gonna go with? Whichever one can't survive is gonna obviously be gone, and we've seen that with Namath right now. But for him, he needed his new scenery.
Yeah.
He did a lot for the WWE business. He did a lot for himself, and I feel like overall it is moving at the right time. It moved at the right time too. He moved when the WWE was giving him a little bit of heat and hotness because he was leaving. So I'm shout out to the WWE for giving him that spotlight before he left, so that when he went somewhere else, it's easier thing. And people say, oh, the WWE do a lot of people dirty, but in this case, I wouldn't say that, because they put him in a great position to be somewhat of a name or somewhat of a talk, like we're talking about it right now,
right,
when he's somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I have not.
That's true. Okay, well, that's about all I got for indie. I'm sorry.
I got a couple of things more. I got a couple of things quickly for indies. We recently seen, if you didn't see it, we seen Jack Perry, obviously the son of the famous Luke Perry on 91210. We know he's been going through a lot of things with AEW. He had a little fight arguing with CM Punk, which caused both of them to be not on AEW no more. But he was on the New Japan show recently, and he ripped up his AEW contract. So that means that he's no longer in AEW. He's going to be focused on indies. So what's your prediction on Jack Perry on the indie circuit?
Wow. Okay, so I didn't know about him ripping up the AEW contract. I thought he was just like on hiatus for a little bit. Wow. Okay. So I think so. He's in Japan right now.
He was at the New Japan event. He ripped up the AEW contract. He basically put a band on that said Scapegoat after that, and he put it on his arm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably where he belongs right now. Let's make a little bit more of a name for himself. Because right now, all I've been getting is that he's like a horrible person behind the scenes.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's only rumors I'm really getting from him. In fact, he got a hot girlfriend, but like let's make more of a wrestling name for yourself. Let's get some highlights out there. Let's do something.
Absolutely. Let's get more than you're just Luke Perry's son.
Right.
And I feel like that's been the whole wave of him. Actually, I'm gonna be real with you. I seen him live at the last AEW event, Blood and Guts in Boston. And he fought Hook. And he beat Hook.
Yeah.
And I feel like the way they put him on that night was a great implication of how you could put him on in the indies. How you could just have him be the bad guy and have him ride the scapegoat stuff and get him primed. Yeah. I feel like he still has a career in him, but he has to really bank on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? AEW, when you leave from AEW to indies, sometimes you feel like, shit, I just left big time for low time. Mm-hmm. But in this case with him, it can be reversed. You want to kind of make your way now to either come back in AEW or to the WWE. I feel like he has the tools for it. He's small, he's little, he has that little man complex. So I feel he can get it in.
Yeah, I think he could start making a name for himself out there in Japan. They'll bring him in somewhere. Somebody AEW, TNA. They'll bring him over here. MLW, and you can have a big spot in the United States too, and not be tied down to a contract. And that gives you some flexibility. So that way, if you do want to go to AEW again or to WWE, you got flexibility because you're not tied down on a contract. So yeah,
exactly, and that's the thing that they give you nowadays is that you don't got to be tied down to a contract. And I feel like that's a good thing. It kind of saves you, but at the same time, it can't make you lazy. So you got to still go hard regardless of the money situation. You want to make more money, you can't be lazy because you want to make more money. You have to still keep yourself. And that's the thing about wrestling. I keep tell people, you don't get paid a lot to wrestle. To live entertain. So at the same time, you got to keep your same persona, be 100% with it in order to try to get to ultimate bag. It's not like the NBA where you can score fucking 10 points in a season and get $50 million and then score 8 and you still got that $50 million in your pocket. It's not like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like that at all. Wrestling is one of the hardest sports to make money in. And that's why it's one of the most entertaining because you know these guys are giving their 100%.
Yep, and that's why when you get to the top of your game, you start seeing less of them.
Exactly, that one right there. You start seeing less of them. All that stuff.
That's right. All right, let's move on to AEW, man, because AEW just had a good pay-per-view, Revolution. So that pay-per-view did contain Sting's last match, and he's of course our cover athlete for today. But I like to break that out to you. Is he going to be retired forever, the Stinger? Because wrestlers can't stay retired as a general rule.
Yeah. But in this case, I'm gonna say Dale to put the carpet on him as Darby Allin did at the pay-per-view. Shooting out a glass for a man that's about to retire is the ultimate send-off gift. Yeah. But I feel like his career's over. And I feel like, honestly, his career would have been over if the WWE would have, if he didn't get hurt in the WWE. I'm happy that he's able to end his career in WWE and AEW the way that he wanted to end it. WWE didn't fall that way, but he wanted to fall in WWE. Right. So AEW had the blessings to end this man with a retirement note, and they did it in good fashion.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Sting had a glorious career. You can think of his time back with the Dingo Warrior, in the teenage tried to create, to him being in WCW, fighting 30-minute, 40-minute, 50 matches with Ric Flair, Lex Luger, all the greats in Big Van Vader, and all the greats in WCW, to him being a Crow Man that the NWO created somewhat, and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, to him being a TNA, and you think he didn't have it no more, but he gave TNA what they wanted. To even approaching the WWE, which you never thought. The only thing we never got with Sting is the Undertaker matchup.
Yes.
And I hope that we would have got it, but I don't think we'll never get it.
We should still get it. And let me tell you how you should do it. Just do a cinematic match. Because the first cinematic match that AEW did with Sting, I thought that was well done. He looked really good in the match. And so I really hadn't been liking the in-ring work in AEW. And, he's 60. I get it. but but that cinematic aspect of it, man, like Undertaker's last match was looking good too. Like I just think that could bring so much more out of the older wrestlers. You can hide a lot of those flaws and put him on TV and make it a big thing. And it's just not live.
Right.
We're good with that, I think.
I not throwing out the box. It could happen. I don't think it will happen on like an AEW stream or like a WWE stream. If these two guys could talk to each other and kind of make it like Undertaker's last ride appearance, like he's been doing with the fans
Right.
and all that, and Sting can do that, and they can make some money off that, I think they'll make more money doing that as like individuals than kind of like doing it within the business. Remember, Sting. The AEW is gonna feel a certain way because the WWE didn't want to give him any packaging that dealt with Sting in his career with the WCW and all that. So they had to literally get stuff. They had to literally get stuff from different companies.
Right, but what I heard was they never asked.
Who? AEW never asked?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Never asked. If they never asked, they crazy for that.
Right.
Because if you could have got a ton of Sting highlights.
Yes.
Sting is a fucking Ebenon.
Yes.
Like, I think WWE would never been selfish like that. I think WWE would have gave them the package, the right package in their mind to deliver to him. So
TNA would have definitely. TNA is home to everybody. Okay, they're cool with everybody. This is Switzerland. Okay.
I can agree with that. I feel like, then they should have did it, man. Maybe they was being petty with it.
Yeah, that's what I think. They're being a little bit petty, not wanting to shell out any dollars if they had to shell out dollars. But I think for a retirement match, man, everybody's gonna be cool with it. Just like Michael Cole brought it up on Monday Night Raw. So
I feel like that's more what Triple H and The Rock is gonna bring. Where they are just even with the business.
That's right.
And Vince McMahon is just being a businessman, so he don't want to be even with the business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you get. So shout out to them mentioning Sting on Raw as well, man, because Sting is a fucking icon. If Sting's not mentioned on none of all these wrestling networks, they're a damn fool, and I hope they burn down today. Real shit. Shout out to Sting, man. Woo! Got the woo up in there, man, for Sting. And shout out to his sons, man, that wore real authentic ringwear of his.
Right.
To AEW Revolution on Sunday. Shout out to them.
So yeah, I was just about to come over here to share that, to talk about the actual match itself. His sons are full grown for sure.
Yeah.
And that right there leads me to believe this is not the end. Okay.
I said, son. It may not be the end of the legacy of the family. I think it's the end of Sting, but I think one of his sons will probably poke in.
That's what I'm saying. His son's out there.
That's what you mean. You don't think Sting is gonna come back out of retirement?
I mean, he gonna come out of retirement to maybe do something with his sons. Okay. It could be managing. It could just be showing up, doing a promo, whatever it may be. He's not done. That's my point.
Okay. I can agree with that. If you say it in that sense, I can agree with him. Still kind of linger around the wrestling business, get one of his sons in here, because like you said, if you want to get your kids right now to get in WWE, you better be a parent. That's the best chance you have for your kid getting in.
Yeah.
do the auto workouts and all that stuff. We've seen plenty of people's kids be able to get in WWE with no problem.
Right. So this spot here, out in all glass, bro, and like look at all the crap on his back. Like, bro, this dude was bleeding for real.
Crash dummy for real. But in this business, you have to give the fans what they may want. And I'm not mad at Darby for this. But ultimately, Darby may be mad at himself for this if he don't get no buzz, that comes with it. That's the only thing I have to say about it. Yeah, but man. I think as a professional, as a businessman, you have to do what the fans love. And you've been kind of like that crash dummy in the car that tests shit out. So you're testing shit out.
That's what he is, bro.
He's a test dummy. Somebody got to be it. And if he's glad to be it, then I'm not mad at him for it. But now if you don't want to be it and Tony Khan's like, yo, jump on glass, then I'm mad at you.
So thoughts about Sting winning his last match?
Love it. Love
Okay.
that he won his last match. I like that he didn't lose his last match, especially to the fucking the EVPs of AEW. Like no bullshit. Like shout out to them. They're gonna keep rocking for years, but it would have been terrible if Sting would have lost his last match. The only thing for me is the tag team titles at AEW. Just don't place it on them guys. Have a tournament for it. Have the best team win, but it shouldn't be Mac and Nick Jackson at all.
Yeah, man.
That match on that match between Claudio and Moxley and FTR should have been a no one contenders match for the titles.
Yeah,
Because I don't think Darby's gonna pick another tag team partner. He's actually facing Jay White at Big Business next week.
yeah, yeah. Well, so they kind of left it a little vague, but it looked like Darby gave the titles back. But
Yeah,
then,
he did. I think he did because they didn't see him enough. And he talk about going on Mount Everest after his match.
Right, exactly. But it's like they interrupted like right afterwards, so we never know. We'll see what end up happening.
I think this is gonna be a tournament that goes on. I can kind of see Moxley and Claudio facing FTR again for those titles. I don't know which way they go with it, but they definitely can have an ill ass. And the way AEW is too, they're kind of weird right now. But what they do a lot is kind of mix tag teams together, so they can have a dope ass tag team tournament, regardless of what happens.
Yeah. Look, that's a good point here. If TNA could bring back Randy Savage for a short run back in the day, then they could bring back the Undertaker and Sting for
That's
just
what I'm
one
saying.
match.
Somebody's gonna want one more match. Somebody's gonna want that one match.
Yeah.
But it depends on what company it is. It kind of feels like it could be AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like WWE is just going to keep doing the same shit with Undertaker because it makes money. And I feel like after the little debacle that AEW and WWE had, AEW is going to run Sting. So I feel like AEW is the only company that can do it. Undertaker just has to be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what did you end up thinking about the world title match then for AEW? Because I honestly thought Swerve was going to take it home.
They have no contenders, man. And they have no names. And this is what happens with a medium business like this is like, you may have a guy that we may like,
right?
But you don't have the guy that can hold the title in the business, go city for city in a day. You don't have that guy yet.
Okay.
And that's another problem that AEW has. They don't have that guy that can necessarily hold the championship. So you think it's Samoa Joe and you have the title, and some people may be like, why does he have it? But I can kind of see why he does.
Yeah, he got credibility for sure.
Yeah.
And nobody questioning Joe.
Nobody questioning Joe's abilities or anything. They need to find what they need to find is somebody that can hold that title besides him, and that's no shade towards him. Hold it.
Yeah.
Until you can't hold it no more. But they don't have another contender like Heyman. We see Heyman as champion. He's not good. And obviously, I want Swerve as a champion, but we already know how the world's going to treat him as a champion. They're going to treat him like Kofi Kingston, have him with Brock Lesnar in the 8-second match, have somebody beat him clean. We don't want that for Swerve. We'd rather have Swerve wait to win the world title and have that happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Okay, so what about, I guess, like the rumors here, MJF returning?
Yes. That's the guy that's been holding your belt down, so I can kind of see him going into a craze, getting his title back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he's the guy that's going to take the title back, then that's cool. Because you kind of ran the storyline for it to be that way, figuring that Joe beat him. And you had nobody else beat Joe. So him coming back, like we already knew that he had a little bit of injuries to deal with while he was gone. But if you gonna put the title back on him, go ahead. Because then maybe you can find somebody to fight him rather than fight Joe. But I feel like the AEW is gonna find the same problem, even with putting the belt back on him, to find a contender that's worthy enough to take the title away from him. Figure he just came back. They're gonna try to keep the title on for a bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, AEW usually has a world champion for at least a year, usually. So.
Yeah, maybe. I want to see a new champion. I don't want to see, if you wanted my personal opinion, I don't want to see MGF as a champion. Samoa, you can keep it on them, but I want to see somebody else when they win the title. I want to see it new. I wouldn't have been mad seeing Swerve, even if it was for one night.
Yeah.
You did it. You know what I'm saying? We know why Joe's holding that title.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I like me personally, like the only I was mad at AEW, and I'm not really mad because that's the way the storyline was written. You read it reverse. It's
Mhm.
Eddie Kingston against Daniel Bryan. You should have had Eddie Kingston beat Daniel Bryan already. Well, they already did it and have him win again. Daniel Bryan has no titles in AEW and is totally disgusting.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that, man.
You can't have
Uh,
his girl. You can't hire his girl to be like prime time on the mic and not have him hold no titles. Like that's crazy. Wild to me.
yep. All right. So the other big rumor, Mercedes Monet is going to debut at Big Business, and I know you got your tickets. And look, I went ahead and I put it in the graphic here for AEW because I, I'm just reading the tea leaves here. When you name something Big Business, you got the S with the dollar sign. Like, what's that supposed to mean here?
That means that she's gonna come, and she's coming at the end of the night,
Yeah.
and she's gonna get paid for a 30 minute segment or whatever the case is. But she's
Mhm.
gonna be there, and I hope she is. I got a couple of my friends going with me. I've been able to be blessed with a lot of AEW and WWE tickets in the last 2 years since I've moved back to Boston, and
Yeah.
I can't wait for the event. The last event, Blood and Guts here in Boston, was awesome. In the last match, the match between what's that the elite and the black belts was nice. It was fire.
Yeah.
So I only expect more fire from the organization. Sasha coming here, hopefully it makes the company stronger. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Hopefully, this girl's been through a lot in the last 2 years.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. If it came to her, she would want to choose WWE over AEW, but she wants to be a star. And AEW is gonna make her hopefully a star. So that's all I hope for.
So what matchups are you looking forward to seeing with her? Um, Tony Storm?
I definitely Tony Storm. Definitely, Sasha's a person that can definitely hit in that title matchup good. But the TNT, the regular women's title is better
TBS?
than the TBS.
Hmm.
So you don't have her jump on anything immediately but that Tony Storm title.
Okay.
That right there. But other fights I can see her fighting. I love Chris Statlander.
Hmm.
I can see her fighting against Chris Statlander. Nightingale. She's already had a few matches with her. I can see her fighting her.
Well, she got a built-in storyline with Nightingale, right?
Nightingale.
Because
Right.
that's how she got hurt. That's how she got injured. So
So yeah, you can do whatever you
maybe they run something with them two.
Yeah, so she has a lot of storylines that she can go into.
Hmm.
Definitely early, a lot of things with a lot of good things with the girl's hair, like the WWE is that she has a few people that she can run storylines with. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's gonna be nice to see her back because look, it's been a while, man, since we've seen her in the United States wrestle. So
The
uh,
boss.
it's gonna be good to have her back, man. Look, still one of my favorite matches of all times is Sasha versus Bailey NXT Takeover in Brooklyn. So
Oh, that's just fine. Yeah, one of the best matches ever. No
classic,
bullshit.
man.
Ladies put on.
Yeah, classic, man. All right, let's move over to WWE. But first, before we get there, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
That's right. Very, very important message. We want you to follow those instructions that you just heard there. So,
Like, share, subscribe. STWF TV is easy, dog. STWF TV on YouTube, STWF on Facebook. Follow the Fabulous Roots Sports Soccer Friends on Facebook as well. All streaming platforms, man. We getting to work here.
let's go. Let's go. All right. We just got an announcement about the Hall of Fame, and it's Bull Nakano.
Oh, Bono Kano, yes.
Okay, I'm not familiar with her at all.
Familiar, kind of big on the Japan scene.
Okay.
You've seen kind of in the mid '90s that the WWE is trying to bring like Japan people in,
Mm-hmm.
and she was one of them for a woman's title that really meant nothing to the organization.
Right.
And she had a great couple matches with Alundra Blaze, also known as Medusa. She's an overall great wrestler. I'm still as strange with you about the nod for Hall of Fame, but at this point with the WWE Hall of Fame, you kind of get one or two people that's you're like, really?
It's just like the real Hall of Fame.
Right, exactly. Like, really, like you get that. So to me, I'm not gonna disrespect her and say I don't think she deserves it, but it's like, for real? Like, you really gonna have her? Like before, like say a lady of like the early 2000s, mid 2000s, like a Jacqueline or somebody that's like,
Yeah.
so like, I was kind of shocked at that.
Oh, what's going on, Jay?
What's going on? How you doing?
Oh, good, man. We're talking WWE now. Oh man. So we just talking about the Hall of Fame announcements here. So the next announcement we got was Paul Heyman, the wise man, is going to be in the Hall of Fame. What did you think about that announcement, there, Jay?
You on mute, bro?
Oh, you on mute? You on mute? Something.
Might be on mute. Might be on the headphones, man. But I'll give.
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Okay.
Got
Yep,
you
I
now.
can hear you now.
Okay, all right. What's up, fellas?
What's
Yeah.
up with you? How you doing?
Not much. But speaking on that Paul Heyman situation, man, about time. I
Yeah.
mean, he's the founder of the most extreme place in wrestling history. So, you know, it's about time. He done managed all of the greats.
Yep.
You know? So it's about time that Paul Heyman get that type of respect.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Wouldn't have been right if it wasn't in Philadelphia for him to have his Hall of Fame ceremony. Absolutely. We know what he's done for not only the WWE but for WCW and AEW. All the prime organizations, man. I was listening to Tommy Dreamer interview today, and they had a ECW panel a couple years ago in WWE where he was saying that Paul Heyman may have done him dirty at times, may have done it good at times, but he was focused in the wrestlers. Like he wanted the wrestlers to succeed.
Yeah.
And that man right there, like you said, John, was head of a lot of great guys in the organization. You know, you have to give the man his flowers for that all day.
Yeah.
Yes.
The man got a golden mic too. So.
Oh yeah. He got the gift of gab. He definitely got the gift of gab.
Yes,
you know, it's not too many that has that. And then also you got to credit him for that awesome run SmackDown had in the 2000s, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Like definitely.
Well, he did too well. That's what got him fired the first time, right? He did too well with that run. That's crazy, bro. Like they really wanted Raw to defeat SmackDown, so they fired the man, bro. That's messed up, bro.
Man, he wasn't having that. Even back then, if you go back to the ECW, he was not having that. He wanted to be the best at what he do. If his name is behind it, best believe it's gonna be good.
Real, man. For real. Big show in the Hall of Fame. All right, we'll see you.
No, I mean not right now. Not right now. I mean you'll wait a few years for it, but the way he left and just went to AEW, it's kind of fucked up.
Yes.
So I can see they wait about 3 or 4 years for him to get enshrined as a Hall of Famer.
Well, they're not gonna do it till he retires.
Right. AEW didn't do nothing for you. Nothing.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why you moved.
For real. there was a bag.
I don't know why you moved.
It was a.
You like what?
It was a bag, and you know sometimes these dudes they live for that thrill, that pop. You know, some of them live to get hurt. I mean, look at Tommy Dreamer that you just spoke about. He lived to get hurt.
True, it's true. But like he had just got a Netflix bag before he left to go to AEW too. Like,
right.
So you gotta know. Big Show fucked up by not just chilling with WWE and getting that $1 million.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then he was in the movies. Any WWE production they had, he had just started getting in that.
Right. He's crazy. He's cooked. He wanted to be on TV. I feel him, but at the same time, when you're not on TV and making money, still fuck it. Take the money.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna take that bag regardless.
All day.
Get that buddy, man. All right. So the big one, bro, The Rock came back to WWE, but last week on SmackDown, he goes to say if you smell what The Rock is cooking, but the hand comes in from a tribal chief, and I'm like, it's my man.
Right. I think that was everybody take though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, talk me through what you were thinking there, Jay. Something happened.
Man, I'm telling you, like a lot of people don't know. Like I was a big Rock fan,
Yeah.
especially when I was younger. Had to hit the fade with brushing my hair all the time. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the waves and stuff. But that kind of hurt me. I did not expect him to acknowledge the tribal chief. I mean, I kind of did, but I didn't, because a couple shows ago, I was saying the Rock was gonna return. I've been saying that because it's only right. It's only right. But for you to bow down to Roman Reigns, nah.
Right.
I don't care if you Hollywood Rock. I don't care if you Brahma Bull Rock. I don't care if you Rocky Maivia. Nah, you can't do that. Not for family's sake.
And it wasn't even like a begrudging kind of giving in. He just did it.
He just did it with the swiftness. I mean, I get it. Somebody, it's for the greater good. Somebody disrespected your family as a whole, but nah, Rock, you've been the head of that table for the longest, man. And you're actually the head of the table in I'm about to say Take Two. What is it called? TKO.
Yeah, that's right. All right, what you think here?
I mean, obviously, we all know this is kind of rushed. And I feel like it's kind of rushed because of the Vince McMahon dilemma and all that stuff. Okay. I feel like this is something that was probably going to be hit at SummerSlam, but you bring it in now to not keep the people on, Vince is gone. So though it's kind of rushed to me, I feel like everything they've done so far is dope. I feel like it's dope. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I don't agree with in that aspect is Cody. I don't fucking care about Cody Rhodes winning the title. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I rather want the tribal chief. I want tribal chief versus Rock at SummerSlam for the shit.
Yes.
I don't care about Cody Rhodes being a champion because obviously you're gonna have his reign for a year. You're gonna hold the championship for 2 years, a year. So that's the only thing I'm mad about. Other than that, everything they're hitting on is dope. For Dusty to be in the company the way he was, and it's good to have Cody finish the story because none of those guys, Goldust, him, or Dusty, held the title. But in terms of that, how long do you keep the belt on them? I don't know.
I say about 6 months. Because I mean, it's gonna dry out. At least with Roman, you have this whole bloodline. Like you can take that and go anywhere. Like I heard they was about to sign Jacob Font too.
They got him.
They got Jacob.
They signed him. Yep.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of different places they could take it. Like I mentioned one time before, like there's gonna be a real civil war. That's whatever happened with Jimmy and Jey Uso. It's gonna be a real civil war, and I'm glad you brought it up. SummerSlam is gonna be where it goes down, where Rock and Roman for the title, maybe not. Because honestly, I don't see Cody winning at WrestleMania. They're already setting it up.
Hold on. So this is the thing, though. You have Cody at a second straight Mania. There's never been in hell where you had a guy at a second straight Mania and lose twice in a row. It's gonna be crazy if he loses.
You're right. It might be a Hulk Hogan going with the outsider situation, but WWE is known for that. They're known for throwing you with the unexpected.
That's gonna be crazy though, man. No bull. It's gonna be crazy. I don't see Cody holding the title that long. I do see him beating Roman on WrestleMania night for the title. But it's gonna be interesting to see how they create the storyline for Mania because everything feels rushed to me. But everything's going to start getting straightforward, and I want to see what they do. The entering Seth Rollins in here now with a tag team match potentially, and I want to see what Seth does.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And knowing Seth might feel a little betrayed now. That might. That's why I say I don't really see Cody winning against Roman. Especially if they lose, and then Seth loses his title. Now you're going to have what? Seth versus Cody 4.
Okay. I don't know, man. Look, Cody is the hottest babyface I can remember in WWE in a long time. And they built him up so much since he came back. I can't imagine him not getting the title after not winning last year. So
Yeah, he's gonna win the title this year. My thing is like, how do you do it after? Do you have The Rock beat him for the title? Do you have Roman retain? But I don't feel like you have Roman retain because he was so big. So I can see The Rock beating his ass real quick because they didn't get the one-on-one.
Yep.
The Rock won a tag team match, and then something happened at SummerSlam when the title was just held hostage, and Seth or Drew is defending that title for 6 months before SummerSlam, when now both titles are being defended. So it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. And piggyback off you, honestly, that's not a bad idea. Have Cody win at WrestleMania. Him and Rock is at what that is, WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah.
Rock take the title off him. Something mysteriously happened with that. Because I don't know, is Rock done with making movies right now, or is he full time with WWE? That's the thing.
That's the question right there. And I don't believe he's done with Hollywood, but he's on the board. So he's done with
Hollywood. He's done with Hollywood right now because all his last 3 movies are flopped. So he's done with Hollywood right now. Focus on what's been making you gold your whole life, and that's the WWE. And just go with that.
Facts.
But the fact he's on the board means he's got to make time for WWE now.
I'm hearing Triple H might get fired.
What?
Nah, I don't think that.
No. The rumor was that Triple H, because Triple H is running this shit, I heard that respectfully he'll be fired, and then you'll see more like The Rock and them running the reigns.
That'd be interesting.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I mean, Triple H, ever since Vince McMahon stepped away, he been holding it down.
Yeah.
I think
he got
The Rock
Book of the Year from Wrestling Insider or something like that. So yeah, he been doing his thing. And look, honestly, man, WWE hadn't been hotter since the Attitude Era. So yeah.
You keep the Degenerates running it. You keep Shawn running it. You keep Triple H running it, and you get what we want to see. That's why a lot of wrestling fans been intrigued, because we get to see at least a little bit of what we want to see.
Yeah.
And see, that's why I also say Mercedes Manon or whatever her name is, Monet, is going to show up at WrestleMania, because that's what everybody wants to see. Look at the story with Becky. I mean, look at the story with Becky.
So you see Monet being able to get friendly with AEW and WWE? Because you're supposed to appear at the AEW event on Wednesday, which I'm attending. So
right. You gonna give me the scoop, but
I'm gonna give you the scoop though. I might have to be with her after the event. She might be across the street club the bars. So we're definitely gonna get you the scoop on it.
Because with that, it's not unheard of. Look at Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee wrestled a match in AEW, and then a week later he debuted in NXT. So it's not unheard of.
I could see it for somebody upcoming like that, but yeah, definitely not Sasha. Like no way.
That's gonna be interesting though. It's interesting to see though. It could happen though.
It'll be interesting.
Oh, I like that. Rock versus Triple H at WrestleMania Backlash. That's another one
too. You gotta remember Triple H with what he sustained in the last year and a half. He may not be able to wrestle at all.
Right.
And this dude was dealing with a life-threatening circumstance.
Exactly.
So I don't think it will happen. But I can see The Rock wrestling after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too. I definitely can.
But
because they implementing too much with his daughter, him. His family is kind of like running stuff in WWE. To be honest with you.
Sure. Yeah. When I saw Triple H and Perth come out to the game music and he wasn't gonna fight, that's when I was like, oh, it's over. He probably ain't gonna wrestle no more. I was hurt by that right there. Okay. Because I always hold out the hope one more match. We all do, right? We all
yes. Yeah, I definitely like Triple H, especially how that match ended with him and Shawn Michaels versus the Brothers of Destruction in Saudi Arabia. I
Yeah,
definitely wanted to see him at least
yeah,
get one more match in, man.
for real, for real. Yep. This was a good point here brought up. With being part owner of the UFL, that's another thing on Rock's agenda that he got to take care of, and he plays a prominent role on it. So he got to spend time with that, and that's coming up.
Listen here. The UFF season has already been discussed and talked about. That season's about to
Yeah.
start. So you don't have to really worry about it. You just have to hope that it fucking gets ratings. But in the meantime, while
Yeah.
you're trying to get ratings for that, you're on this fucking TV screen getting ratings already for your league. So I'm not
Yep.
I'm not really focused on the UFL, and that's no disrespect to it. But it's gonna get the viewings because The Rock's on TV right now. That's why
Exactly.
he's on TV right now.
Because think about it, XFL, it was hot when it first came out because of Vince McMahon and other WWE superstars that showed up.
Right. That's right. That's right. So okay. Let's wrap things up with I guess like some predictions of what's to come for WrestleMania. So what are you hoping to see the most from results of WrestleMania, G?
Well, honestly, I'm gonna be real because I'm sick and tired of him. Like they just making him to be a damn crybaby, man. Just let Drew McIntyre get this championship, winning that WrestleMania in front of everybody, and let's just let him be the monster that he once was.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it. I love the work he's doing, talking about CM Punk like every week too. That's some real good heel stuff right there, bro.
Oh
Good
yeah,
move.
definitely. The t-shirt. No, I'm about to go buy me a t-shirt.
The t-shirt, all that stuff, bro. It's really good work by Drew McIntyre, man. So, Took, what you got, man? WrestleMania. What you hoping to see here?
Me, I'm hoping to see Damian Priest win the fucking title, man. She's tired of him holding that fucking money.
Cash
Real
in?
shit. And I hate Drew McIntyre to a core, so I wait to see McIntyre win and fucking Damian Priest take the title from him. I swear to God.
Yeah, but you know that's there. That's why I say they setting it up.
Right, they're setting it up because
They setting it up.
Damian would have been won the title off Seth, but Seth really was injured, so they basically the WWE basically said Damian couldn't touch him. So now that Seth last week announced that he's fully healed, I can see Damian Priest playing part in that matchup at some point.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Judgment Day's gonna lose their titles at Mania. I can see Damian Priest trying to re-up on it.
So who they lose their titles to then?
They're gonna lose that to somebody. They can't hold the title for all that. They're gonna break up. The Judgment Day fucking done. They've done enough for them to be in the faction.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
well, I know they're trying to make Rhea a babyface for sure.
Right.
I mean, it's there. Like they chanting "We want mommy" every single Raw. So I mean, you cannot make her hit. You gotta make her a baby face.
The fans want it. It's just keep away from Dom. That's all you got to do.
Right. Keep away from Dom, baby.
Hey, here's a spoiler though. Dom and El Idolo, they're gonna be a tag team.
Oh, okay.
Look out for it.
All right. I see the seeds been planted for that. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that. That's what I'm looking forward to right here. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania with Jimmy Uso
facts.
hating ass. Okay.
Definitely, man. I'm so tired of him messing over Jay, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Jay could have had 2 single championships, man.
This dude is the.
Do we see a
hater
Uso
beyond
versus
haters.
Uso at Mania?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like that's Rush too.
What?
What? I don't think it's Rush.
No,
I don't think it's Rush.
That's been brewing for a long time, dog. They
No,
just
it's
got
been
two different
brewing.
brands now.
It's been brewing, bro. But what I'm saying is, it kind of was rushed in the sense of like they could have fucking did a lot for that shit, bro.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, they
more
could.
than
They could. They definitely could.
Yeah.
They could have got Jay some help over there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Jacob. I don't know if they're gonna mess with Zilla because he's still fresh in the wrestling business.
Okay.
They could have did a lot with that.
Rikishi. Still.
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Ricky. Well, it's rumored that Rikishi gonna return to the ring, so I want to see how that's gonna play out too.
Well, I know he's been wrestling the indies.
Mhm.
But yeah, I didn't think WWE was actually going to try to bring him in to wrestle. Oh,
Well,
okay.
you know they got a they family promotion. Rikishi Russell and his brothers and stuff wrestle for still.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Look, I'm all in for it. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
shoot, me too. Shoot, I'm like I tell my wife, I'm like, this is a man soap opera. I'm gonna
Yep.
tune into it every
That's
week.
what it is. That's what it is, bro.
Monday,
Look,
Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday. It don't matter.
when they brought out the family tree, I was like, oh, we really getting something here, So
Hmm. See, I ain't expect that. I ain't expect Rock to pull out the family tree, but that
right.
was genius.
Right, exactly. They could, man, they got so many family members they can bring out with this, bro. Like when does Nia Jackson and Trinity show up in the bloodline too? So it's
And
gonna be even
Tamina.
more fun. Yeah,
That's what I'm
Tamina
saying.
too.
And the way we talking about it, Rock, the owner of TKO and stuff, I can see a lot of this shit happening, man.
Definitely.
Yep.
In Rock
Hey,
daughter coming
have y'all
up.
watched Young Rock?
Like,
Have y'all watched the series? Like, have y'all watched the episodes of Young Rock?
Yeah.
oh
It
man,
kind
I
of
left
feels
off
like
on
it was
season
coming
2.
anyway. Yeah, it was kind of looking like it was coming into fruition anyway with the shit that's going on right now.
Hmm. Honestly, if I seen anybody buying WWE, it was gonna be The Rock anyway. You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
just being honest.
Yep. I saw the same thing too, man. So, all right, y'all. Look, man, this is awesome talking wrestling. We appreciate everybody that showed up.
I got one more question. No. We can't go without bonus talk. One more. Because
Okay.
this has been fucking killing me.
All right.
Killing me.
Okay.
The WWE does not have a contender. The contender that was supposed to be in this event fucking got hit with Vince McMahon. Who is taking the belt from Gunther? Because I don't see nobody on the roster that they got taking it from him at
So
all.
the
At
rumors
all.
are Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, maybe.
I
because he
don't
has
see that. That's not a good fit.
But that's a
I don't
fake.
see that.
That's a fake one. I can see fucking Gunther taking the title back from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quickly
Honestly,
too.
it would have been good for Jay Uso to take it. That would have been the best thing.
And then you would have had the Usos at WrestleMania for the title. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. If Damian Priest didn't have the briefcase on him, I would say Damian Priest would be good to take that belt away. But since we have nobody and they're gonna have a fucking matchup on Monday to take it away, maybe Sammy does help because he had a little momentum in the year. But honestly, I don't think nobody is the answer for him. I think Brock was the answer. They don't have it no more.
Brock.
I think they should have had Solo.
Ooh.
This way they had Solo have his fucking debut.
Okay.
But they
I can
didn't do
see
it.
that too.
Solo could have been a good spot for this.
Yeah.
Especially since they made him relinquish his NXT title. So yeah, that would have definitely.
Yeah. The
But
only thing I could see about it is just you have too much concentrated with the broadline at that point.
yes,
That's about it.
yeah. But even still, what the hell is Solo doing in the bloodline? I mean, he's just there.
He got cooled off a lot since the Rock.
He's like a bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? So at this point they need to just throw Solo in there.
Yeah. But I did like how the Rock would mention Solo's name last week. That was good.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's classic Rock fashion, though.
Yeah.
He gonna say something about his whole family.
I'm waiting on Solo to break though, because
Oh, he was about to. He had to look at that little fist and that thumb.
yeah, because Jimmy Uso, man, like every week, bro, he out there hanging like this. Oh, every week.
Right. I just be waiting for that one time to see Solo just dap him off. Like, just come on, man. You my brother. Come on, let's just get it in.
That's right. All right, Solo been letting us right now. So far, yeah.
Yeah, he has. But I can see the bloodline doing this too. Since Nia Jax is hot, I don't know when the draft situation happens because they kind of messed me up with the 2 drafts in like 1 year thing. But Nia Jax going over to SmackDown to be with Rock them, and she pull a China.
Yeah, I like that too. That could really boost her a lot. Yeah, that would.
Because I mean, she has a history, bro, but you know she's gotten better. They brought her back for a reason,
right?
You know,
Yep.
and I just want to see her get used to that capability.
Yeah. And honestly, man, like she's gotten a lot better in the ring. It
Hmm.
looks pretty good. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Okay.
My fault, fellas,
Is it?
man. Got a lot of family members in the crib.
No,
They
I
over
got
Oh
here
you.
no,
putting
it's
my
all
mom up.
good.
I got you. All right, man. All right, well, yo, I'm wrapping this thing up, man. If y'all got anything else, we can hit it real
Um.
quick.
Well, let's talk about how WWE done left one of the best female superstars they got off the WrestleMania card.
Who's that?
Bianca Belair. What is she gonna be doing?
She gonna be fighting Tiffany Stratton. That's what she gonna be doing. They're gonna try to
Yeah.
turn the black girl for the white girl. You know how
Yeah.
it is. You know
Mm,
how it is. The sexy
yeah.
old white girl looking good right now. You know what I'm saying? Looking thicker than Bianca in them tights. So they gonna try to turn her up. I ain't mad at it because I like Tiffany Stratton.
Hey, she
You
look
know,
good.
I
I
do
like
too.
Bianca too. But at some point, Bianca's gonna go through the treadways, and then when she comes back and thinks she's brawling like she is, then they're gonna have Jay come at her ass. So right now
Yeah.
they got something for Bianca. They want to write something for Tiffany because what like I
She's
said
that
she is.
star, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So
she's especially with the Becky Lynch match that she had, brought her to fame.
there's
Right? We give
nobody
her
to
5 minutes.
there's nobody to match Bianca in WWE right now besides somebody that's aggravating a little air to her, and that's Tiffany Stratton. I feel.
Hmm. So what do you say? She turned heel? She
No.
joined
She'll
her
turn heel.
husband?
She'll turn heel. I just feel
Uh,
like right now for her, she's gonna be at Mania because she's an attraction. But in terms
hmm.
of finding her somebody that's not Jade, because they don't want to rush Jade in, they're gonna rush Tiffany in because of the backlash that they've been getting like off the scenes a little bit. But
Hmm.
that's what I see out of it. I don't see Jade being somebody right now that's gonna be at Mania fighting her.
Okay, but how long is too long for Jade? You know what I'm saying? It's
Too
been
long for Jade.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this: too long for Jade. Like you gotta have her. You gotta have her come up
yes, you
like
do.
WrestleMania after Mania, Raw after Mania. Like you gotta have her come out and squash somebody, like literally.
That's what I think is gonna happen with Jade, like Raw after Mania.
Mm,
Raw after
okay.
Mania. I can see her going after like a Nia Jackson, somebody. Like
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that.
Nia
Really and truly,
Jax,
not even Nia Jax.
Io
Go.
Shirai, Io after she uses the title to Bailey. Like I can see
Mm.
it.
So that's another question. Raw and SmackDown.
I think it's gonna be SmackDown because
I think it's
just
gonna be SmackDown too.
yeah, just because you always see her almost about to sign the contract, you know.
Yeah, I can
But
see
that
it
could go. That
SmackDown.
could go both ways. That can go
True.
both ways. She could almost sign a SmackDown and then pop up on Raw.
I can see
But
her
that.
going. I can see her going to. I can see her going to both places because I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
real. Both champions don't really surprise me or awe me in the sport. I can see her going to get a quick title shot against Rhea. The WWE doing they
Yeah.
usually do with big stars and put them in a bad predicament. But then I can see her going to SmackDown. But then I can see her on SmackDown not going for the ladies title because they're gonna try to hold down Bailey as long as they could for the bullshit they put her through. So it's gonna be tricky to see where they see her at. But I can SmackDown because you've seen her a lot on there. But she's gonna
Definitely.
be on SmackDown a long time fighting for a legitimate shot. I feel like she can go
Mm.
on Raw and challenge quickly.
Right, but my thing is SmackDown is that place. SmackDown is where you bring the superstars, you make them, and then you send them to Raw. You know, so
Mhm,
that's the perfect place for Jay. Like,
mhm.
to be honest with you, bro, right now Raw is fully stacked with
Okay.
women. Like,
Okay.
you're gonna miss out on so many opportunities if you bring Jade in, cause
Wow.
you still have oh, what's her name? Damn, from Texas. She slipped my mind.
Um,
Powerhouse
Right.
was
I
in the
know the
tag team with Lil Morgan. Oh, I can't think of her name.
Rodriguez. Yeah.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
You know, you still got Raquel
Yeah.
Rodriguez, who's
Yeah.
needs to be a champ. Like, honestly, she needs to be a champion right about now.
Hmm.
Like, her spot is gonna be missed soon.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I could I could see that. Definitely. But they brought her out. I want to say the day before the last pay-per-view, and then they brought out during the pay-per-view. So yeah, they
mhm.
I could see them doing something with Rodriguez for sure. So the fact that she doesn't have a match, that could be who that could be also who Bianca goes against too.
Yeah, because
Because
that'd be a nice
they,
matchup too.
they like those two. They like her and Rhea together. They like all three of those as like their
Hmm.
big women. So
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a match too, a 3-way.
Mhm. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I guarantee you're gonna see that in WWE.
Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually, but WWE is one of those situations where if it don't happen while they're hot, it ain't gonna never happen.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
the problem, man.
that low key, the WWE was gonna have a 4-way for the women's title at
Mhm.
WrestleMania. It was gonna be Rhea, Nia Jax,
Mhm.
Liv, and Becky.
Mhm.
They didn't know how much the fans would appease to this Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley situation. So they
Yeah.
had two people in the background, basically. That's why Liv Morgan a little bit before the Elimination Chamber match talk about this is my time, my revenge tour, and all that. They didn't know how good it was gonna work, but
Right.
you know, it kind of after that WrestleMania first night, that little preview in Vegas,
Mhm.
they kind of sit right that Becky and Rhea couldn't go on without any extras. So
Right.
I'm not mad at it.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Look, this was good wrestling talk, bro. We need more of this.
Oh yeah,
We're
definitely.
We're gonna get this. We're gonna get enough of this. We're gonna go to the table. We're gonna set up when we can do shows, and we're gonna give y'all once a week at least some good wrestling talk, man. I hope y'all appreciated it tonight. Shout out to everybody. We do shout outs usually at the end of the night on the parlay, with the parlay. So shout out to everybody tonight that tuned in, man. Took their time to comment and just vibe with us. So
yeah, for real, man. We
Definitely.
had Chris chime in. We had Coach chime in, Bobby, David, let's see, and hey, people from Facebook, Munez. Look, we had so many people jump in here today, man. Look, appreciate all y'all for coming through, talking some wrestling with us, man. Look, wrestling is great. We love wrestling. How about that?
Oh yeah, definitely. And don't forget, I'm here for the NXT talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm here for it.
NXT talk. We're gonna have NXT talk next week on the show because I feel like with Shawn Michaels in addition, NXT has like been at the highest it's ever been. And there's so much talent over there, man. That you know, it sucks that when they got to be moved up, they're moved up into a bad situation. But we could always speak on what their progress is in NXT, man, which is probably going to be the best that they have. So we're gonna talk about
definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
I will say, man, people coming out of NXT right now, to me, it seems like they're more prepared to go on to the main roster. They got their things all planned and they're going forward with those plans. I like that. So
right, definitely.
Yeah, because you don't have Mr. Rush Everything Vince McMahon in the head. So
right,
exactly.
Definitely.
Like, I don't know what the hell you've been doing. We're doing something different.
I'm gonna change your name to Butch.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly, man. So wrestling's good, man. We appreciate it though. So all right. See y'all again next week. We'll be back talking more wrestling. So we out.
You too. Goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.